Morning.
Morning.
Alright, again, I'm here, and Frank Carnes, member of to talk about liquid cooling. For get started, who knows about liquid cooling? Alright, so what is liquid cooling? Liquid cooling is like a radiator for like a CPU, video card, or RAM, so that it will so that you will not overheat as much when you are always on a computer like a client. So let's say you work like Microsoft and you're working on the next Office, 2015 Offices, and you're about done with Excel 2015. Then out of nowhere, your computer just shuts down because it's overheated. Alright, and but the history of liquid cooling is over the past few years, CPU speeds have been increasing at a dynamic rate. In order to generate the new speeds, the CPU has more transistors and draws more heat, more power, and have higher clock rates. The advantages of liquid cooling is a much more efficient system that draws heat away from the processors and outside of the system. This will allow for higher overclocking speeds in the processor temperatures of the CPU speed still within the manufacturer's needs. And also the disadvantage of the liquid cooling that will require the large amount of space within the computer case to work efficiently. In order for the system to actually work properly, there must be space for items such as the pulser, the fluid resistor, the tubing, fan, and power supply. And overall, is this worth installing on your computer? Well, by the state of the market, liquid cooling is still the only really efficient of those people that who are interested of overclocking their computer will be on air cooling will allow. And due to the size of different difficulty of the installation for liquid cooling, it is not yet advised for general system use. And plus, there are many efficient heating pipe design being tested now that will cool off the current CPUs on the markets without the noise of a large number of fans, and the price can get outrageous. If we have some videos.
Hey guys, Stu here from Mesa Tech, and today I want to introduce you to something brand new. Now you're already familiar with the benefits of the Antec Cooler 620, and today I want to introduce its big brother. This is the Antec Cooler 920, and it has a few more features and benefits than the 620. First thing you'll notice is a customizable LED right there in the pump. I've configured mine to red to match my system configuration, but you have the full RGB scale to play with there. In addition, you'll find two PWM fans that are connected directly to the pump and are controllable via a USB connection that plugs in straight to your motherboard. The Chill Control software allows you to configure your solution like never before. In addition to providing you with a lot of information right here on the dashboard about your cooling system, we've also given you 3 selectable modes of operation. This goes Extreme, Silent, and Custom. Extreme blasts your fans at full speed for maximum performance. Silent provides you with a quiet computing experience, and lastly, Custom allows you to choose when your fans go up and when they stay quiet. Now that we've got all those overview out of the way, let's get straight to the overclocking. Alright guys, we're here with the overclocking rig, and it's been running a stress test for roughly 30 minutes. I want to show you the temperatures, but first let me tell you a little bit about what we have inside the system. We have an ASUS Rampage 3 Extreme motherboard with 12 gigs of Patriot memory, 120 gig SSD, and a PNY GTX 570. We have an i7 9080X processor overclocked to 4.6 gigahertz, and this is all powered by an Antec High Current Pro 1200 watt power supply, and inside an Antec DF35 chassis. Now, of course, there's the star of the show, the Antec Cooler 920, and because we are overclocking, we have set the chill control software to extreme mode for maximum cooling performance. We've been running Prime 95 for roughly 30 minutes now, and the temps look great. As you can see, the Antec Cooler 920 is a performer, and paired with the chill control software, offers a user experience like never before. Now that's thermal management done right. This is Stu with Asetek, and I'll see you next time.
But the video I'm gonna show you is it's like a good quality cooling system, and what's gonna tell you is like the price of like the whole entire setup will be for it.
Let's kick things off with a physical tour, and while we're going through this, I'm going to have a running total of what it would cost us to build something comparable as like a DIY liquid cooling kit that you piece together with aftermarket parts. So the included CPU block is the Apogee XL, which features flagship class performance, swappable color plates to match your system, and Swiftech's fantastic high quality mounting hardware. Connecting it to the rest of the unit is a pair of metal swivel fittings and some black kink-resistant 3/8" tubing that's secured to the fittings with some really nice metal hose clamps. Onto the rest of the unit, we find a significant departure from the traditional AIO approach. Instead of putting the pump on top of the block, Swiftech has integrated their new MCP30 pump and a basic windowed acrylic reservoir directly onto the copper and brass dual 120mm radiator that will mount in the top of your case. On the radiator, we discovered two of Swiftech's Helix PWM fans that are pre-installed, a nice touch in a push orientation that will require no adjustment if you want to draw air into the top of your chassis, but can be reversed in a couple of minutes if you prefer to use internal case air to cool your water loop and exhaust it. In terms of accessories, Swiftech includes thermal compound, all the mounting hardware that you need for LGA 1155, 1150, 1156, all that good stuff, extra hardware for Intel LGA 2011 and AMD sockets, and finally, this is a really great inclusion, an 8-port PWM fan splitter that uses SATA for power and the CPU header on the motherboard to control speed. So their whole system, the pump is also PWM compliant by the way, can have performance and noise levels adjusted dynamically according to CPU temps depending on how you set up the fan profile on your motherboard. Very, very cool and very intuitive.
Alright, so like the good size and the bad side of this. But the good side will keep your tower cool for like recording a video, and plus you want to edit it, and plus you're like using it like 24/7 almost. And the other thing, if you're like a PC gamer, and plus if you have liquid cooling in your system, it won't overheat as much. The bad side is if you let's say like if you like one of the pipes inside actually like cracked without you knowing, and for like that, we're like doing like a school project or project for someone else that is using your computer. But overnight, anything can go wrong with liquid cooling. And pictures, the top one is CPU cooling. The picture 2 is a video card cooling. The third picture is a tower that's completely finished with like the 3 fans on top, and there's 2 fans in the front and inside. The fourth picture is a filter that actually will go on top of the tower. And like the inside of it, like the left one, I think like the person that who knew what was doing did it right. And plus like the person on the right had like a really small case for it, and didn't have like that much space to work with.
Hi, Craig Mathias with Network World. We're talking with Neri from Maingear. Neri, this is an amazing looking machine. Tell me about it.
So what we've got here is the new Epic PC line.
It's a fully liquid-cooled custom loop machine. We've got dual rate pumps, so if one pump fails, you've got your redundant pump ready to go to continue your liquid cooling on the machine. We've got this set up with a fourth generation Core i7-3970 processor. We've got about 32 gigs of RAM in here. 4-way Titan video card setup, NVIDIA Titans, and 256 gig SSD hard drive. Suffice it to say, this is one of the fastest PCs in the world. Right now, yes, this would be one of the fastest PCs. Okay, and the typical application would be gaming. What else might we do with it? You'd be able to do video editing, Photoshop work, photo editing. Pretty much anything you can think of, this machine will do it. All right, thank you very much. Good luck. All right, thank you very much.
Alright, and it looks like the other video, well, the last video I'm going to show you, it's like how it works, and like if you like first at your computer, where water is at currently.
Hi YouTube, I will try to explain to you how water cooling works. In fact, it's very simple. So you have the reservoir just over here, which contains all the water you need to complete the loop. This water is normally cool when you start at the computer, so the cool water will be given to the pump. The pump will push the water to the different water blocks. It could be a CPU water block, a VGA water block, a chipset water block. You can even have PSU water blocks or hard disk water blocks. This will warm up the water. The warm water will be given to the radiator. On the radiator there should be a fan, could be fans also, but this will cool up the warm water again. So the cool water from the radiator will be given again to the reservoir, and this completes the loop over and over again.
Alright. And plus that will conclude my PowerPoint.